Out of the line now. All right, y'all, we live. Just
Hey.
watching some Oscars,
Hi.
guys.
How y'all doing?
What's up,
Cheers.
everybody? Hanging out, watching Oscars. Of course, we can't share the stream, y'all. We'll get pulled down. But if you're here, pull it up with us.
Yep.
And let's
I'm watching
talk
Nick
shop,
Cage
watch
look ageless right now.
Nick Cage? Oh, you ahead?
Nick Cage is on. I'm ahead of you. Oh wait,
Yeah, because
okay.
I see Brendan Fraser on my screen.
Oh shit, I'm seeing Paul Giamatti right now. All right.
Oh yeah, you're at the whole little lineup of nominations.
Yeah. Matthew. Oh, so it's just
Nice.
5 Best Actor winners. It's not the last 5.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
that's
it's
cool
just they
though,
did.
because you have more of a presence. You kind of keep the, these familiar faces and what they won for kind of fresh in people's minds. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and you can really pick and choose and mix and match. Like, I can't remember how far back when Marshala won, but it was really cool to see him on stage.
That's
with Keely Kwan
awesome.
and
Marshala
Christoph
won
Waltz. Like Christoph Waltz
years
probably.
ago. Yeah.
So
Wow, look at Ben Kingsley. See, that's a way to honor film. That's a way to honor actors and artists. I think instead of just having a 1 at a time, honor 5
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I loved it on the first one, but then it's kind of the format has kind of burnt me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, burnt you out. Well, I just logged on now, so this is a brand.
Doing it like over and over. I've been kind of like, oof. Okay, we go.
You know what I like about it though? It's giving the ones that, because obviously they're not all gonna win. So it's like it's a way of giving them their flowers in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of like the idea. I would have loved the idea if they could have gotten like former nominees as well. Give them their flowers.
Yeah, because Jamie Lee Curtis was up earlier during the supporting actress, and they had other.
And it was like,
boo. I know. I was like, ma'am, get Angela Bassett up there. But it's all right. Heck, she got her career Oscar.
Wow. But at this point, I think it's been a good year for nominations. Like, this is a very stacked, in particular, Best Picture lineup.
This was a good year for cinema. There's so many good movies this year.
So many good movies.
There was some good movies, but I got a couple snubs that I'm a little upset about.
That's the thing.
Color Purple.
Of course, we got the Color Purple. We got
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw got super mega snubbed.
Iron Claw, what a bad campaign though. I mean, it's like
because they placed all their bets on Past Lives and
which clipped.
Past Lives lost original screenplay.
Yeah,
oh, really? Who won? I missed that one.
Anatomy of Fall.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good one. I mean, honestly, Anatomy of Fall is so good.
That was a good one.
It's phenomenal. But like, if Past Lives was going to win anything, it was going to be screenplay. And I'm sorry, I love Past Lives. It is not a Best Picture contender. Iron Claw is.
Ooh,
and I think A24 should have.
Hold on now. Past Lives is absolutely a Best Picture.
Did you guys see the winner yet?
Yeah, but in comparison, though, yeah, we knew.
Yeah, we do that.
Cheers.
Yep, Cillian Murphy.
Cheers. Daddy
I just seen it just now.
Hey, I thought Giamatti had
I'm
a
also
chance,
ahead
man.
of Leo, so I didn't want to like spoil it.
I thought Giamatti had a chance.
He could have snuck up, man. I mean,
I think that campaign money.
Yeah, and not to mention Cillian got the SAG, so I was like, once he locked in that SAG, I was like, okay, there's his win right there.
Just, I believe in him. I think he was phenomenal, and he deserves it.
Oh,
was Oppenheimer a good idea in concept? Maybe not, but like the craft of it all. I can't take that away from it.
Listen, I'm not big on Oppenheimer, but it deserved what it got. And it was a very
especially score. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And wait, so Ludwig won
cinematography.
Wait, Ludwig won?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Baby
Hell
boy.
Yeah. Let's
Godzilla
go.
was snubbed for Best Actor. Yes, Tyler, you are so right. Actually, Mr. Gojira should be up on that stage
Gojira!
right now.
They've been representing during their little campaign run, having the shoes,
You know,
bringing the
I
little Godzilla
love that
statue.
for them. I love
like,
that for
they're
them,
killing
and
it.
I can't wait to see what else that team like brings us. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Steven Spielberg. Have y'all seen Steven Spielberg in person?
No, have you?
That guy is short.
Short.
He is a
He's
short
small.
king. He is
Small.
He is a dainty
SMOL
little old
small.
man. He is. Steven Spielberg.
Smallberg.
He's a petite prince.
Yeah, he's a little dude.
He is a little dude. Very talented.
When
Not a fan of his not a fan of his latest films, but I'm not gonna say he's not good at it.
I like Fablemans, but I didn't like love it. I wasn't like, oh my gosh.
That's exactly.
It was good though.
Yeah, I love the first act more than I love the rest of the movie.
That's fair. Yeah, because when it was about the filmmaking and stuff, I was like, this is pretty fire. And then when he went to high school and all that, I was like,
bit much.
You lost me.
Got lost in the sauce. That's what I always say.
During the I'm Just Kim performance, he was looking like, the fuck is going on?
Okay, I'll let you get to it. I'm ahead of you. I'm so ahead of you.
These 5 nominated directors have taken the entire world.
Yeah, he's still presenting.
I can't. I already know who won.
Dang!
What the fuck?
Okay.
What the hell?
Twitter's about to tell me now.
I'm kind of gagged. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to feel about that.
Was it not who I thought?
Twitter's about to burn up in fire.
Uh-oh. Okay, so it wasn't who I thought. I predicted wrong, I guess.
No
I haven't seen the win yet,
shit.
y'all. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen the win yet.
Hello, have you seen the win?
Okay, come on.
Yeah,
what the heck?
I'm ahead of him.
I know.
You were surprised by that?
I was surprised.
I'm just.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fanboy, so
front.
I feel like out of the group, he deserved it. In my opinion.
He did. I mean, honestly, Lo, it's been overdue for Christopher Nolan. Like, it's like, come on, he's been snubbed, not nominated, and his filmography is widely acclaimed, and for him to finally win, it feels overdue. But
it took a biopic to get it though.
The biopic formula.
That sucks. I mean, great. I mean, I mean that. I don't mean that it sucks that he won. I mean, that sucks that it took this to get him to win when he has such phenomenal original works. Like, that
I know, right?
Deserved it.
Inception.
I was just saying, so as much as I loved Oppenheimer, that's actually my favorite movie of the year. But I agree with you. I think some of his original content was just as deserving, if not more deserving.
It was more.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm like, it's weird that he missed Dunkirk and Inception. For me, those two are just like weird to miss.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, I feel like Inception was like the one where it's like he put the world on notice. Like, hey, if y'all don't know about me, you guys are gonna know about me now.
Christopher Nolan film. That was that one. That was like, okay, I know what I'm getting into now with this guy. Really established his style, man.
And especially like that movie, like its cast, its score, Hans Zimmer, DiCaprio, Watanabe, like it was just built. It was built like to be a contender, and it just kind of didn't really get that love. Like,
I know, which is weird to think about in retrospect.
Yeah, no. When I look back at, I can't remember who won 2010, but I just couldn't believe like Inception didn't get as much love as I thought it would. Like,
that's great.
All right, Oppenheimer. Oh wait, we got actress select.
I think Oppie BP is.
I think we still got best actress, right?
Yeah.
Did they announce? Yeah, we still got actress.
I think we got actress and best picture left.
Let's go, Gladstone. Come on. I need it to be Lily. I need it.
If it's not Lily, I'm actually going to be upset.
I'm late to the party. So who won? Did Divine Joy Randolph win?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
She won supporting, and then
Excellent.
RDJ.
And then
I'm sure you've
RDJ
seen
got
that
supporting, whatever.
I saw that one.
Oppenheimer, they had campaign money.
Not to mention, I do think the awards they won were deserved. Like,
Yeah.
while I personally wouldn't say out of the lineup, some of them, they deserved them.
Wait,
Down,
so
though, I didn't see Zone
Anatomy of
Interest
Fall
beating
won.
out.
Who won the other screenplay?
American Fiction.
Adapted screenplay,
Oh,
American
shit,
Fiction.
for real?
You're not, hell yeah. Good for
That's-
them.
About the wins tonight.
Original
Hey,
song, What Was I Made For? And you know what? I predicted that, and I'm feeling good about it because it is
Yeah, that was a good
lyrically
prediction. I
the
got that
more
one in too.
deserving song. I'm Just Ken is the jam. It's the bit, but
It's the
lyrically
pop song
and
out of the film.
musically, What Was I Made For is phenomenal. Like the fact that she just saw the first half hour of the movie and just came up with that. And to the point that Greta decided to interweave the beat of the song throughout the score, throughout the movie. Good shit.
Yeah, I think when it comes to What Was I Made For, it's like, okay, you think of pop hits, right? You think of Dance the Night Away, Dua Lipa, I'm Just Ken. It's like, those are the dancing songs, but like the actual well-composed, well-made, beautifully written song is What Was I Made For? And I think that deserved it. You know, I had a couple of people that was like, oh, no,
this is about the craft.
I'm Just Ken should have won. It should have been I'm Just Ken. I'm like, no.
Please grow up.
I think What Was I Made For was like the well-composed song of the
yeah, 100%. And it connects so well to the story. Like, it is truly the thematic spine 100%. Of Barbie.
100%. Let's see, y'all. I gotta count up. I'm doing fairly okay in my predictions. I didn't get the Boy and the Heron winning over Spider-Verse. That one I missed. Let's see.
That was honestly a hope for me. I feel like such a traitor, but like I was actually hoping for Boy and the Heron.
I was
as much as I love, I know. As much as I adore. Okay, here's my thing, Leo.
Oh, damn, Leo left.
Left the stream.
He left the stream. He said,
"Here's my thing," but hear me out.
No. We can't. As Black and Puerto Rican, we can't do this.
Best picture should have been Across the Spider-Verse.
Our boy Miles, representing Black and Puerto Rican culture. We cannot do that, Ileana.
He should have been Best Picture.
I agree.
Across the Spider-Verse is the Best Picture.
Best Picture winner? Shit, listen. If you want to see me hype as hell, listen, that would have been the best.
That to me, my like fantasy scenario was Boy and the Heron winning animated, Best Picture going to Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, Michelle, y'all coming up stage. Look at that, the only woman of color.
Wait. Is she surrounded by other women, or is it just Michelle Yeoh?
No,
it's there's 5 of them.
Oh, okay. And she's only.
I think it's like Charlize Theron.
Yep.
Sally Field. Oh shit.
Sally Fields.
She's so sweet.
Jennifer Lawrence. Charlize Theron.
Sally Fields' Oscar speech was just so iconic. Her though, you like me.
What was it that she won for? I totally forgot. She was really young when she won that.
Yeah, no, she was.
All right, guys. If it's not Lily, I'm afraid. Remember when I said I'm afraid Emma's gonna win?
Hey, I know. Hey, y'all, hold on.
I know.
I'm behind.
This is a crapshoot. This is a crapshoot.
It really is.
But yeah, hey, Leo, we're not gonna spoil, but this is a crapshoot right now.
It really
and
is.
You know what's funny is I think Emma is like my favorite performance. I think Lily deserves it, but I think Sandra killed it too, though. She's just not in the conversation.
Sandra was so good.
Sandra Hüller was great. Like,
I mean, she's in 2 though, like 2 best nominees this year. I'm like, shit.
She was so good in Zone of Interest as well. Like,
I agree. I didn't like that movie.
I prefer Sandra Hüller over Emma Stone. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we had to choose someone, not Lily.
Hey, if Sandra took it, I wouldn't even be mad, like at all.
Exactly.
I won't see me either crumble or be happy as shit right now.
Lily, I better see Lily. I need Lily holding that.
If it's Emma Stone,
I'm Oscar in her hands right now.
J-Lo looking nice.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Becky G earlier.
Where does this come into the conversation, Lo?
You're like, Ileana, you're like, what does that have to do with
J-Lo?
anything?
She has not been on my screen. Where is...
I wish Michelle would have read Lily. Maybe I'm just being weird.
No, that would have been more fitting, honestly.
Yeah.
Have the woman of color reading for another woman of color.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not.
74.
I did not see Nayad.
She looks so effing good.
Listen, Nayad was
the woman that you are.
Nayad was like, ooh, it was like not great.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I did not see that movie.
She could have went to Fantasia or Greta Lee. Just being honest.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
100%. Carrie should not have been there. I don't know.
I will say this though.
What people saw in her.
I like Annette Bening, but
Annette. Sorry.
Charlie.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, what?
I'm hella ahead of you guys. What is happening here?
Oh wow, you're super ahead. Wow.
I am. So
3
I'll
layers
try to be quiet.
ahead.
I'll actually, you know what? Until you guys are caught up, I'm gonna.
Oh. Wait, Lo, don't leave. You don't gotta leave, dog. He said, until y'all are caught up, I'm out of here. Come back, Lo. You don't gotta leave, bro. Come on back. Oh, wait, you kind of echoing a little. Sorry, bro.
It happened during I'm Just Ken.
Oh.
I hate being right. I hate being right. I hate it. I just tweeted something, so that's gonna get me, like, if anyone pays attention, so much hate.
Look, because I think Emma was really good in this film, but
no.
Dang.
Nah.
I was rooting for Lily. For sure.
Emma, walk down that effing stage and give Lily her Oscar.
Maybe something like this could happen, and then Yorgos said to me, please take yourself out of it. And he was right, because it's not about me. It's about a team that came together to make something.
Somebody's echoing mad loud. I don't want us to get cut.
Yikes. This has gone so downhill. Yeah. What an upset. That's a deep upset. I'm deeply upset. And I knew as soon as I saw that movie, I'm like, these freaking Oscar voters are gonna vote for Emma Stone because they're gonna think it's progressive.
And he was right, because it's not about me.
Oh my God.
It's about a team that came together to make something greater than the sum of its parts. And that is the best part about making movies. So much. Is all of us together. And I am so deeply honored to share this with everyone. Bigger than the whole time. I go, thank you so much.
Benning's face. I swear to God. He's so serious. Nah, that was nasty. That was really hard to watch.
Wait, whose face?
Wasn't even good. Annette Bening. She was just.
Oh.
What an upset. What the hell? Nah, I found Emma's performance shallow as all hell. And I knew the Oscar voters were gonna eat it up. And I cannot wait for Poor Things to die in like cinema culture after this award season.
Oh, Annette Bening was like,
yeah.
Well, I'm upset.
Boys, let's back it up. Oh shit! I don't know about best picture is gonna be Oppie. Yeah, let's just
it's Oppenheimer. Like,
fuck, if it's not Oppenheimer.
How was the I missed the beginning because I was working. How was the monologue?
Not too great. Like there was like some decent points in it, but like he like made a Coke joke about like RDJ, and it was like, ooh, like that's not, like that was a bad dig, I thought.
Yeah. I saw John Cena. That was the first thing I saw when I turned on the TV. That was pretty funny.
Oh, naked ass.
Yeah.
He was naked.
And he was like so awkward. Wait, Tyler. Wait, I thought Messi couldn't make the ceremony. Messi was there?
Yeah. They allowed Messi to go.
The best boy. Yeah, I'm talking about the dog too, Tyler. He said the dog.
The 50th anniversary of The Godfather Part 2. A man who created some of the most iconic characters in movie history. He's an Oscar winner and a 9-time nominee, and we are so glad he was able to find a sitter so he can be here tonight with the award for Best Picture. Al Pacino.
All right. See, that's how you lose gracefully. Christopher Miller tweeted, if you're gonna lose, might as well lose to the GOAT. Yeah.
Nice. Wait, did someone not lose gracefully tonight? Or are you just saying in general?
No, I think just in general. Al Pacino is so old.
Yeah, right.
This man needs
Al's
to
still
be
kicking.
Home. Al needs to be in a recliner with a cigar.
Oh my God. So guys, this is another Oscars. 0 out of 10 for Scorsese. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets nominated like crazy and just
because last time it was The Irishman. Not a single win.
Not a single win.
And I really thought Marty could have had a chance, but no. Yeah, Oppenheimer got Best Picture. Yeah, that figures.
Dang, Ileana, you're spoiling.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought we were on the same stream. She's ahead of us. Yeah, she's ahead of us.
Wait, I'm ahead of both of you? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I knew Oppenheimer was going to win. That's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so weird. I'll never forget. I don't know if to call it a meme, but like that internet thing where the US like commits a tragedy and then we'll see an Oscar-winning movie about it in 20 years, you know? That's this. That's this situation.
Yeah, that was a goofy win with Emma Stone. That was goofy.
That was very goofy and not movie. Wow, so literally so all the actor winners this year, well, no, because Davine Joy at least won. I was gonna say it was almost an all-white lineup.
Oh my goodness, y'all. I gotta send this picture to the group chat real quick. It's like Oscar voters be like,
oh my god.
all right, I sent it on Twitter.
All right. It's not refreshing here. Yeah, here we go. Oscar voters be like, oh my god, yeah. 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 And I expected it, and
Anybody else that wants to see it?
equally upset. I am equally upset, and I pray for Poor Things' downfall. I did not like that movie. It did not deserve a lot of the praise that it got.
I love the movie, and I even still think that's a terrible win.
Nah.
Shoot, Pacino though got up there and announced it, didn't he? He didn't play no games, no, no waiting, no.
God damn.
He was like Oppenheimer.
I want to thank Universal Pictures for being there. And of course, my family, my wife, who always has my back, is all my friends know the secret weapon of my life. And I want to thank James Woods and David Wargo for asking me to.
Someone tweeted Emma Stone's speech and was like, Emma Stone truly thought Lily Gladstone was going to win. Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You could tell. You could tell she had no speech prepared. That sucks.
That I'm not gonna lie, that kind of took the wind out of Oppenheimer's wind sails because I think
100%.
Yeah, we're all like,
and like I enjoy Oppenheimer as a film. I think those first two acts are phenomenal, and yes, like it's a safe Best Picture winner. It's a very safe Best Picture winner. But Emma Stone, really? For her super over the top, flamboyant performance of basically, I don't know, let's say Frankenstein, because it's basically kind of like a Frankenstein story.
yeah,
I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on Poor Things. I have a lot of thoughts on Poor Things, and they're not all good. Because I really did go into Poor Things, you know, with the mindset of, I'm going to at least enjoy this. And I didn't.
I get it.
This made me more uncomfortable than anything.
I really like the movie. I just think Lily Gladstone had a better performance overall, and I think
it's such a disservice to why people make fun of the Oscar, like the Oscar stereotype, and the whole like stereotype of Oscar bait as a concept. Like they're just proving their own point. Like Poor Things is such an Oscar bait, like something you see in an SNL skit. Like that performance is definitely something. Yeah, like that's Emma Stone's performance is definitely something that you would see being made fun of, and on a TikTok. You know, like that dude who does Paloma Diamond.
Oh my gosh, Ileana, you think it's that bad?
Nah, yeah. But I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that the style of it is very much what people make fun of.
You're right. I mean,
stereotype the Oscars for, and it's such a disservice to performances that are quieter and more focused, like Lily Gladstone's performance in Killers of the Flower Moon. I think, you know, I don't know. I find it disrespectful.
Oh, Messi! The Oscars end with Messi peeing on Matt Damon's star. Ooh.
What?
Oh my goodness!
What?
Messi was peeing on Matt Damon's star.
No, that's a joke. No.
I just seen it. I was like, ooh.
Oh, what?
I was gonna say I turned the stream off, but that's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be too disappointed because I will say this about Emma Stone's performance. It wasn't necessarily not deserved. So I will say at least I do think deserved win, but this is exactly, guys, if Kate Blanchett won last year, I would have reacted the same way.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm like, man.
It's such an unimaginative win. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. I did like Oppenheimer winning Best Picture because I knew that going in. I was like, okay, Oppenheimer and
Classic,
the director.
safe.
Nolan.
Yeah, Oppenheimer is a film that a lot of people are going to revisit over the years, and I think it's a big staple and a testament to film in this era. Let's say the 2020s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do enjoy. I think Cillian Murphy's performance definitely. Cillian Murphy's performance was really like they saw in Cillian what they should have seen in Lily. Because Cillian's performance was not. It wasn't a bit.
Right, it wasn't like over the top or super performative.
It wasn't over the top. It was very.
It's not. It's not a showy performance.
It's not a showy performance, and it's not like yes, it's difficult to be silly. I'm not saying it's easy. I don't know. Emma Stone just truly did not captivate me nearly as much as the rest of the nominees. That's just how it is for me. And I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I think she totally deserved her La La Land win, like her first Oscar win. Totally deserved that. I think she was phenomenal in that movie. But I don't know. This one,
right? I'm just like,
that just left a really sour taste in my mouth. 100% last year's win was better. Michelle Yeoh's win is so much better. It's such a phenomenal performance, phenomenal movie, phenomenal actress. And it's a performance that deserved to be awarded, and it was an award that was historical. And this would have been deserved and historical because you're not just voting it for diversity's sake, like a lot of people love to accuse. But damn.
It's like you were saying earlier, I 100% agree. It's like it matches the tone of Cillian's performance. Because it's like that was a more subtle, less performative performance. But then you have an over-the-top, more performative actress performance. It's like a weird kind of mismatch, it felt like. It's a weird mismatch in energy. Rodney Dollar says, still last year's was better. Amen.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, Cody. Yeah, that was a weird loss. What a weird loss. Like
very odd. Bit of a downer.
I guess like prediction wise, it's like, okay, she didn't even get nominated for BAFTA. So that was kind of like, ooh, that was like the warning sign. But I mean, she won SAG, she won damn near everything else, even the Golden Globes, her and Emma won.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, she's sweeping all these awards and then doesn't win the big one. So unfortunate, man. I'm with you early. I'm like, heck, Sandra Hüller, man. I'm with Lo. She was in a good conversation piece too. I think I would have even been happy if she won.
That's I'm gonna turn off this TV. There's too many commercials. Well, boys.
Greta Gerwig, not even in the lineup.
Yeah, but you know what?
In the lineup.
Yeah, I wasn't as upset about the Greta Gerwig snub, even though she did a great job with Barbie. I don't think it's her best work ever. I think her so far, again, I think it's still very, very telling that the 3 feature films you've done, all 3 have been Best Picture nominees. That's pretty baller. So she got well. Director career.
I was just saying, Lady Bird was nominated for BP?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it today.
But did she get director for any of those?
No, I think she got director for Little Women. I don't. Okay. Oh wait, I think she got Lady Bird. I think this is the first time she doesn't get a director nom. Actually, Greta Gerwig. Director nominations.
I think Nolan, though, I will say Nolan deserved that win for sure.
The director win?
Yeah. I think he deserved that win.
Wait, Academy Awards. Yes, she was nominated for Best Director and Best Original Screenplay for Lady Bird.
Okay. So she's been on before.
Yeah, like she's gotten a bunch of nominations.
I think my most upsetting snub of the entire Oscars is like Color Purple, like just in its entirety, not even making an original song, nothing. I'm like, okay,
it's crazy.
Pretty foul. Considering how nominated the first film was. It's like,
I don't know, man. It's pretty rough.
I don't know. This year felt like another Oscar so white year. I'm just gonna say it.
100%. I agree. 100%.
Out of all the acting categories, only supporting actress is a person of color. That's it.
Once again. Just like Old Faithful, you know?
It kind of feels like Oscars, we have like 1 year where it's like, we got some good ass wins, like we got Michelle Yeoh and then we got a year where it's like, oh, okay.
It's the same thing every time. You get you make one step forward, next year 3 steps back. And I think it's really unfortunate that the voting body acts this way statistically.
Oh, Keezy Cinema. Weird. Well, that was something.
That really was. It really was something, huh?
That was something.
Oppenheimer's sweep came to fruition. I mean, didn't sweep as much as I expected it to. I'm not gonna lie. It got 7
so
wins.
It missing sound was a little shocking to me. Zone of Interest.
Zone of Interest got a lot of hype over sound. Like that was its thing. So that didn't shock me as much.
It surprised me just because Oppenheimer had a lot of backing for sound, but it was like, 100%. Especially like the deadening of the sound right before the explosion. I was like, I think that's going to win it for him. No.
And
but you know what?
A lot of like, they stole a lot of the little ones like production design and like editing. Or no, editing was Oppenheimer. Sorry. What was the other one?
Yeah.
The costumes?
Like costumes, hair, and makeup. Yeah. So it got a lot of technicals and actress. Some people were thinking it was a screenplay.
Barbie had really good costume, man.
That's what I predicted was Barbie.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Heck, for hair and makeup and hairstyling, I thought it was going to be Maestro. It's been getting the Precursor Awards. I was
that's like the one thing that I kind of respect from Maestro, because I'm not a Maestro fan, but the makeup, the hair, like it's good. It's very good.
Yeah, see, Lady Erin also thought Oppenheimer, but had an original with Zone of Interest. That's fair.
No, Zone of Interest had a lot of hype over the sound, and just from that, I was like, yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely thought for a second there, maybe Anatomy of a Fall takes Best Picture, but
oh no. I think if anything was going to take it away from Oppenheimer, I was like, Poor Things? Because like I was kind of like, it's sweeping these technical categories.
I don't know. I'm so disconnected and befuddled from like the love and hype that Poor Things has with like so many people. I don't know. It just did not connect with me or the group of people I went to see it with. Like actually none of us particularly enjoyed it. And we went in thinking like, oh, this is going to be a banger. Which is really strange. But granted, it was an all-women group. So I don't know.
I wonder, you know, because I know some women who love it. But then I know some women who hate it, which is kind of weird that I don't see a lot of in between.
No.
I think it's the same for a lot of people. Like I see either a strong dislike or a strong love. Like I don't really see a lot of in between. I will say
it's not exactly an in-between movie, you know? You either love it or hate it. It's a movie that goes all in. It's committed to the bit.
I will say, though, the discourse on Twitter was strange. I don't know if y'all saw
it. Was really rude and really ace-phobic.
Yeah.
Like, you can criticize the movie for a lot of things, but calling people virgins over not liking the movie, girl, look in the mirror, wipe your knees.
Listen, I didn't want to say much, but I was like, listen.
I will. That's rude. You don't say that. You don't say that, and it's untrue.
That was messed
untrue.
up. That
This
was hella
movie,
messed up.
It was really, really messed up, and it was very rude, and it was very ace-phobic. And
I was like,
I saw this movie. My friends and I saw this movie, and we saw that discourse, and we were like, this movie is truly for people who just started having sex.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm like, you can't just call people and say they're virgins for not liking a movie.
You shouldn't. You can't do that. Why would you do that? Ridiculous.
Like, why would you do that? Like, you know,
rude, insensitive, silly, goofy. In fact,
I'm not gonna name any names, but some of y'all know what you was doing, and that just wasn't cool.
No, rude.
Mad rude. I got a friend. I just think that's very rude. Very uncalled for.
No, the discourse
I think
just got lost.
I might have missed that one. I'm so.
You
I'm
are
not
so
good
freaking lucky.
It slightly spoiled it a little for me. I was like, okay, we can't walk out of Poor Things and be like, well, anybody who didn't like it is just a virgin. I'm like, we can't.
Exactly. Like, why are you gonna die on that hill? Why are you gonna die on this hill over Poor Things? It is not that serious.
Listen,
it is not like even if you
not
like
not everybody likes furious jumping. Like, I'm just saying, like, full transparency.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say that.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Wow, only 3 movies won more than one. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Zone of Interest.
Crazy. Did Barbie go no, Barbie didn't go empty-handed. They at least got original song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good win.
Empty-handed though. Maestro, Blanked, Past Lives, Blanked, which I was like, those I'm not surprised about.
Yeah, I think Past Lives was unfortunately lucky to get the noms.
Yeah.
I love
they did
Past
it though.
Lives.
I didn't think it was gonna get
Lives,
much.
but yeah. Honestly, I was shocked with the noms that it got, and I was shocked in like the most pleasant way possible. Like pleasantly shocked. So I think that was honestly like, as I knew, like, this is as far as we're gonna get, and this is fine. We can still say Oscar nominated Celine Song. I think she's a phenomenal director. I think she's a phenomenal writer, and I can't wait to see what she does next. Truly, I think it's still a good year for noms.
Yeah, I got a couple missing from this year that I was like, I'm sorry.
100%. That's fair.
Halle Berry won 2002. Took 21 years for Another Woman of Color. Yep. Goofy.
It is looking like it.
Shunned to the supporting actress category. Sad. Very sad.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like the rest of the category, like, and I hope what I'm about to say is not true, but it happens so often that a woman of color is nominated or even wins an Oscar, in the case of Lupita Nyong'o, and still finds it hard to get work after that.
Yeah.
I really hope that that's not the case with Lily. I really
Michelle's finding work though. She's staying booked and busy. Michelle.
Exactly. But Michelle is also an icon and a legend in her own country.
That's true. Lupita's still booked and busy though. She's in that upcoming whatchamacallit, the Quiet Place prequel. And
yeah, but I do remember some interviews that she had shortly after that she was not as booked and busy as most people would have thought she would have been after her Oscar win. Like it took a couple of years for her to really like skyrocket her career, and her career is not as big as Margot Robbie's. And Margot Robbie didn't even win her Oscar when she got nominated for Wolf of Wall Street, if I'm not mistaken. If that was her first nom.
Yeah, it's like supporting actress wins. I'm like worried about Divine Joy Randolph now, but I'm glad she's a regular on Only Murders in the Building because I'm like, okay, she's still keeping a job, but I'm like worried too about her. I'm like, okay, what's gonna come next? Danielle Brooks will be in Peacemaker season 2, so she's got some stuff around the corner.
I think she's such a versatile, phenomenal actress. I've been watching her since Orange Is the New Black, and I love to see her booked and busy.
Mm-hmm. But you're right. I mean, Lupita, right after that supporting actress ran, you're right. Back in 2014, it was kind of like
it took her a minute to like get into like something that was like a big picture. because that was 2014. 5 years later, Us came around, and Us didn't really do huge numbers, even though she absolutely deserved an Oscar nom for that
Man, she deserved
performance.
it. Horror just
That
gets
dual
snubbed
performance.
always. Horror be getting
So
blanked in the Oscars. They
yeah,
just
and
hate
Lupita's
that
not the
horror.
only one, you know? Like, there's a lot of, in particular, actresses of color, that
Angela
they'll
Bassett.
have they'll have these nominations, they'll have these, like, buzzy award seasons, and it's not gonna be, it doesn't make the path that much easier for them to get work after. So I really hope that that isn't the case with Lily, because even if Emma Stone had lost, her career was gonna be intact. Like, she wasn't gonna be worried about getting work, and Lily still swept this season, but I really hope that this Oscar loss doesn't affect her future work. And I know I think pretty sure she has some things in the pipeline, but that's my main thing with this. Like, that it's so much more significant, and it would have been more significant for her to have won rather than the loss.
Yeah, you know, she did have another film this year that came up in award season, so I'm happy that she also had another movie. I don't remember the name in particular, but I was like, okay, I'm glad, and I'm hoping she will stay booked and busy, and not just in like Native American focused films. Of course, I want her to be in those films, but I also want her to be
Yeah.
in other stuff too. But this is a good
Yeah,
question
not
from
in the
Lady
box.
Aaron. Everyone's favorite moment of the show. I gotta just go that I'm just Ken. I'm be real. Like, honestly, that I'm just Ken performance was legendary
Really
in my
good.
opinion.
Really
One of the
good.
best Oscar performances in the last decade, in my opinion. So very well done. Loved having the cast come on stage with him, and the little Margot Robbie cutouts they held up. It was just awesome. Like, a great performance. Slash, like, it was just like that was a performance right there. So I'm just Ken, I think, took the night for me. But man, Godzilla -1, another great win.
Good
So glad for
win. That
Godzilla with
VFX
VFX.
team. Chef's kiss.
Did y'all, either of y'all, think the creator would get it? Because it was kind of like head and head with those two. No,
Nah.
I mean, like it was solid, but I didn't think it was gonna win.
Yeah. What's your
Yeah,
favorite moment
same.
from the night, Lo?
I was working most of it.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, and I was driving for a good chunk where I missed all the screenplays, I missed best music, and
Same.
but I think my favorite moment, I actually got to see the Godzilla crew, and they looked so happy, and they looked
Right.
like so genuinely surprised, and that was heartwarming, especially like out of the group. You know, we had a Marvel movie. The creator is a relatively, tent-pole-ish type of film, but the underdog one, which I thought was really cool, and for all the Japanese artists out there, like, it was so cool. I mean, he was struggling with his speech, but he was just so emotional, and like he was all shaky, and it's like you kind of feel for the guy. That was really cool. But yeah, I missed a lot of the ceremony, so I can't really speak to anything else. But
I'm glad you caught that part, because that part was so emotional and such a deserved win out of that lineup. And it was a stacked lineup. I will be honest. There were some good ones in there, but I'm so glad Godzilla -1 won.
100%.
At the bar that I work at, I actually yelled like out loud because like everyone was gone and it was just me in the bar by myself. And I had the Oscars playing on the overhead speakers, so it's like blaring into the bar. And they were like, Godzilla -1. I was like, yeah!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's go,
That's such
Lo.
a good win. I remember I saw that shit in IMAX. I was like, this better win. Like, this is it's just yummy. It's so good. It is so well done. It's like I love the creator, but I think there's something about the VFX in Godzilla -1 that feels like you are in it. You are there. And
Ileana called that shit yummy.
It was. It was. That opening scene, that one take where you got that
Crazy.
POV from the ground, insane.
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 Yeah.
Like,
And they really
yeah,
made
that's a dinosaur.
Yeah, they made Godzilla scary again. That was good. Like they really made him something to fear. Like,
Exactly.
And I liked how Godzilla's design in this was kind of like a cross of Shin Godzilla in the 1954. It was just very gross, grimy looking Godzilla, and also like a big monstrous look from like the original 1950 Godzilla. I loved this kind of crossover and having the nasty like spikes glow up, and it was like crackling on
The
his back.
burns, that's the nuclear burns and all
So
over him.
good.
Yeah.
Listen,
And
that was
There's a
he
lot
good
of
was
for
thought
score,
put
I
into
thought.
that monster design.
Yeah,
he
great
was
design.
angry.
Right?
Like his like eyebrows, he was like,
Yeah. It was good. I really enjoyed that. Just scrumptibly.
Godzilla's like, I'm fucking y'all
Yeah.
up.
Man, I don't know. I really love that I'm Just Ken performance. I think the production was phenomenal, and it's genuinely the Oscars are supposed to be fun. The Oscars are supposed to be flashy. This is the time to be flashy.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. Like I still go back to, this is going to be really specific, but the 2015 Oscars, I love Lady Gaga's performance there. There was a medley of The Sound of Music, and
So
that was like
good.
such a pivotal point in her career as well, where you know, kind of uppity people kind of started taking Lady Gaga seriously for once as an artist. And all of a sudden people are like, wait, she can sing? And then the monsters up here in the background, like, yeah, we've been you. So I I love that performance, and I think I'm Just Ken performance and Ryan Gosling's presence kind of brought me back to that in a way, because it's campy. I love musicals. I love the theatrics, and that's what the Oscars should be about. It's about honoring film. It's about honoring, you know, the quiet and the theatrical and just everything in between. You shouldn't be afraid to be cringe in a good way. There's a difference between bad cringe and good cringe, okay? And Jimmy Kimmel is not, it ain't it as a host. Just ain't it. We can do better.
Can we? I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Can we go back to the no host? Can we just go back to that?
I like the no host.
The no
I just
host is
you know,
great.
just have different people with different bits present the different awards. The John Mulaney presenting, I forgot what award he was presenting. If he was even presenting an award, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I
but
can't
he did a
remember
bit.
which one either. He was great.
But that's the thing. His bit was so good. I forgot what he was presenting.
He freaking quoted the Madam Web trailer.
Yes, it was so good. Whoever wrote that
So
copy, you are incredible and you are brave.
What's
And
going on,
it's so
G. Kobe?
specific.
Scorsese went home with the big goose egg again.
Man, Scorsese's going home to his kids. He's going home to a big old mansion and a love for film. So I don't tend to feel bad about Scorsese being snubbed, because he's just one of the, I don't know. I can't imagine him being pressed about
No, he's a
losing
legacy
an
director.
Academy. Yeah, he's like, I'm Martin
His-
Scorsese. I'm a legend already.
Yeah.
You know?
his,
He doesn't
his
need an
filmography
Academy
speaks for
Award.
itself, with or without Oscars. Like
Exactly.
Mhm.
The
Time to rewatch
only thing
Everything
he's
Everywhere.
pressed about
Amen.
is that one review from E! Tonight in 1980 something on New Year's Eve, and he'll always bring it up. He will always bring that up.
I'm with you, Rodney Dollar.
Yes,
I will
sir.
be watching Everything Everywhere tonight. Right after this, that's exactly what I'll be doing.
Good movie. Got it on Steelbook.
So people in the comments are, John Lee pointed out Lily's in a new TV series coming out
That's
on Hulu.
great.
We love to
Didn't
see
know
it.
that.
I'm glad she's booked and busy then.
Good.
Awesome.
Keep
You
her
know what?
booked and
Hulu been
busy.
cooking. Them Shogun,
Hulu is
they're
a good platform.
Only Murders in the Building.
A
They
lot
are
of people
killing.
sleep on it. It's cheaper than Netflix.
Listen to Ileana, because that go Hulu, man. I'm
Hulu's
like,
got
hold
a
on,
lot of good
FX on
stuff.
there is killing it. They cooking.
Hulu is like that perfect meat in between of, and this is gonna sound silly. It's kind of like that perfect in between Netflix and the Criterion Channel. because you got some good movies on there. You got some Palme d'Or winners on there. You got some good Wes Andersons. You got your cinephile freak movies. You even got Titan on there, and you got your mainstream stuff.
Titan's on there. I need to activate it.
Titan is on there. I think even Raw's on there. You got oh my god, I think your French Dispatch is on there. You have oh my god, what else you got? You got Portrait of a Lady on Fire on there. You got a lot of Cannes movies on there. So Hulu's got a really good catalog.
You know what? I was gonna
movies you like and movies you want to discover.
What I thought you were going for was it's kind of, and this is kind of what it reminds me of, because I don't have the Criterion channel, but I kind of think it's almost that nice, perfect in between of Netflix and Apple TV Plus. Because Apple TV's got some very high quality shows that I'm gonna be real with y'all. They are top tier in terms of the production and the whether or not all the shows are watched. They're not really watched. But like the Monarch show that's on there, really great. Lots of great
there's
content
budget
on the Apple
too.
TV
Whatever Apple TV is putting out, they're gonna make it look good. And a show that I wished, I know it reached the right audience and it made its numbers because it wasn't gonna be something super mainstream. But a show that was really good was I think it was Shrinking with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I heard that was really good.
It was phenomenal. It was such a good show. I actually really, really enjoyed it. To the point that I was like, I think when I saw it, my dad just so happened to walk in the room. He's like, "Wait, Harrison Ford?" And he sat down with me. He binged the whole thing. We binged the whole thing together. My dad loved it too. So I think it's one of those. Apple TV is like such a good hidden gem, sort of a deal. And so Hulu is kind of like that perfect in between. You can really explore a lot of really good film on Hulu.
Ooh, look.
Not sponsored.
Jacoby, look at him. Talking about his favorite moment of the night was Emma, Marco, and Anya in them dresses.
But the dresses.
They did look great.
That's great. You know what? That's how I feel about the night. It's may she rest in peace. Aretha Franklin's interview, if y'all seen that, where they ask her thoughts on different artists, and her one comment on when she was asked her thoughts on Taylor Swift, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns,
beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. That's tonight.
Movie guy, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Love. What is your biggest surprise? Oh, absolutely the Emma Stone. I'm sorry.
100%,
that
dude.
Right there was like, whew, that hit us all in the face. You can rewind to the stream, man. And we
Lo left and everything.
Lo was like, I gotta
go.
No, I don't know if you guys saw me, like, because I was really quiet off screen even when I came back, but I was just like,
yeah,
like I just couldn't believe
when it happened,
I was like,
I downed the rest of my wine. I was like,
I seen you take that drink, and I was like, it's fucking Emma, isn't it?
No,
son of a bitch.
No, and then like Ileana was just really passionate about it, and I couldn't even get words out. I was just like, oh damn, like she really did that. So
big mad. I'm big mad. Lady Erin. Oh, you know what a great comment, Lady Erin.
Yeah, Academy Award winning.
Yeah,
I was saying
I was more talking about the Lily Gladstone comment earlier. Yeah. You know what? I love that. For sure. And I don't know. I hope so. That would be nice. Killers of the Flower Moon on physical media.
I'll be honest with you guys.
Media is under threat.
I don't think so. Because
it is really severely under threat. Best Buy eliminated physical media from its inventory.
Yeah, remember Coda?
Isn't Killers an Apple film?
Yes, it's on Apple TV. You can watch it.
So it's like Coda. Remember Coda won Best Picture. No physical copy to be found.
No physical copy.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
That gives them streams.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
They even purchased it.
Wow. No, you're right. No, Tyler's calling them out too. So Apple does not want to provide you physical media. Oh, we doing the same thing.
Sorry, Lo.
we were going back and forth.
Right. Same wavelength, brother. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. And it's like, all the streaming platforms really don't be releasing stuff on physical.
Netflix
So
doesn't
it makes me
either.
wonder though, right? Like, because I've know there's some shows that didn't hit on Apple. So are they just gonna disappear into the ether with like no physical media, no like?
You're gonna have to just rip it, like in the
Because I was
olden
gonna say
times.
the only reason why I bring that up,
LimeWire
I was
days.
kind of into Mr. Corman. It was the JGL show.
Mm,
And
okay.
I kind of liked that show, but it's like no one really watched it. I don't know. I don't hear anybody talk about it anymore. And so it's like, is that show just gonna disappear? Like,
I guess that I mean,
Yeah.
it's really unfortunate, but it's gotten to the point where is it actually swerving here? Is it actually more ethical to archive, let's say, art on physical media when the studio or streaming platform itself doesn't want to in order to save it?
Ooh. I mean, that's a good
Food for
question.
thought. Food for thought.
Because I think you can't just let stuff disappear.
Exactly. I think that's if I'm not mistaken, Martin Scorsese has done a lot of work on film preservation
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
yeah,
wants
because
to
no, he
archive
this is
stuff.
he
history.
invests a lot
Like
of money
as
into film restoration. Yeah,
film
Mhm.
restoration, film archival.
Yeah.
I think that's because at the end of the day, it's history, and if we're losing history, fine. We're not a huge fan. We're us living in this timeline in this current decade. We may not be a fan of all these things, but who knows who in 20, 30, 50 years is going to be a fan of it. Like some of us love we weren't even a thought in people's heads in that time, but some of us love Wizard of Oz. Some of us love the old Marilyn movies. Some of us love, The Sound of Music and all that. And if it were not for, the archival and physical media releases of those films, we wouldn't even know about it, So it's
Yeah.
concerning. It's concerning to have like streaming platforms become these new film houses and homes for films per se, such as Killers of the Flower Moon, and not have access to it anywhere else.
Delete it, it just goes into the ether, just poof, disappears.
It's crazy.
J. Colby with the same
Really?
snub, with the same surprise as me. The zone of interest
Didn't
for
surprise
sound was a
me.
little surprising. Cause what got the Golden Globe? Wasn't it Oppenheimer?
What did get the Golden Globe for sound? Hold on.
Let me see.
Golden Globe.
I'll be
for
honest though.
sound.
I don't know if it was like the score, but the zone of interest was so unsettling. I was just
Oh, of course.
there were certain moments it just made me so uncomfortable. Like,
Oh, very.
Nah, I think
Oh.
that's what's kept me from seeing it. Like I've seen clips of it. I'm like, I don't think I can watch this movie. I
yeah.
think it's a little too much for me to
I don't
handle.
think the
It's a
Golden Globes
really
even has
it's a
sound
really good one
category.
and done.
It's visceral.
Like if we talk about films that are just expertly crafted, but I think Zone of Interest is like an amazing picture that I will never watch again.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like really good film techniques and shot composition and editing in that film, but I don't know if I'll watch it again though.
Yeah, for sure. Really interesting.
Zone of interest, I was not vibing, I'll be honest. Not vibing with Zone of Interest. So that was actually
Not
out
for
of all of them, I
me.
was like 10 and 9 or Zone of Interest and Maestro. Sorry.
No, I really
I didn't even watch Maestro.
Maestro.
I
You
don't think
saved
that means
yourself.
anything. No,
I
it's funny
deeply
because the
dislike
little sizzle
Maestro.
reel, like how like they show like the clips from every Best Picture, like they
Yeah.
tried so hard to make Maestro look good, and I was like, oh,
They
the makeup looks
did.
nice.
They really did.
But then
It
like
is
it's like I
just
still
not.
haven't seen it.
No, I think Maestro, and it's gonna sound so snobby. I think Maestro is like one of those movies that people who are just getting into movies like think is a good movie. And then when you like start exploring other movies, you realize, maybe it's not the best. maybe
yeah,
not.
Here's the thing about Maestro is I just think it lacked so much focus. Like it was like,
Yes,
okay, what story do you really want
100%.
to tell? Because it was like, okay, we're bouncing between him and his wife, and then him and some of his affairs and stuff. And
But
I'm
what's
like,
the central theme? What's the point?
right,
What are
is the
we
central
following?
plot?
What's the
Like, what are we
thread?
doing? Like,
We're
I was
just
just
kind
kind
of
of
jumping
like,
around.
And I'll be honest, I watched it and I was like, it was an okay movie, but out of the lineup, I'm like, I don't think it's.
No.
I'll be honest, I could have taken it off.
It's
for
unimpressive.
something else. I could have took it off for
Color
Purple.
Fucking
Color Purple,
it's
man.
crazy. I saw Maestro out of, I guess, obligation, because I was like, I don't like talking shit about movies I haven't seen. I don't
Jacoby and
care. I
Lady
like to form
Aaron
my
with
own
the facts
opinion.
here. No sound category.
There's no
for
sound.
Golden Globe.
No, but it did. Oppenheimer did win best score at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, and it won here. So I was like, yeah, that was
good
pick.
Good score. One of the best scores of the year. I hate to see
it.
This question has been brought up before, I think, on a different stream we did a year or two back, but I wanted to bring it up again. How do you guys feel about a Best Picture nominee being nominated for other films? Because I feel like, for example, Zone of Interest, right, wins Best International, but does that mean they automatically get a Best Picture nom because they're one of the best pictures? I feel like, I don't know. It's like,
I think that kind of goes into the conversation of the Oscars are very local. It's what the Oscars perceive and how international film that used to be foreign language film. It's, oh, you are the best outside of the Oscars, or you're the best outside of the US, but all of a sudden now they're being considered the best, period. So like, you're the best globally and locally.
So here's my issue with Best Picture as a whole. Where the hell are the animated movies in that category? Are you serious? Like, we gonna go this many Oscars without nominating? I mean, I know a few have been not Beauty and the Beast and a few others, but I'm like, where the hell?
Near 30 years ago.
It's like, where's Spider-Verse? I mean, if we really want The Boy and the Heron, it's the animated winner. Shouldn't it get a spot in the 10? I mean, I just think it's
I don't think it's automatic. Unfortunately,
animation.
And The Boy and the Heron
what was the last one that was nominated? Was it like, I think it was Up, right? Like it was like Up or something like that. Which is funny because I thought, I don't know. I mean, I liked Up, but I don't know if I would have.
Last one was Toy Story 3.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a classic. Wow.
Look
crazy.
at Low swatting flies.
Man, no, it's like a little
Get
moth. And then what's fun? I don't know if you guys saw me when I was doing this shit because it was like in my head at one point, like it was on my hair.
That's so annoying.
Like, oh no!
Yeah,
we don't like that.
He's fucking with me right now.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely
I'm
not.
with you though, Lady Aaron. Though I will agree with you. I was actually about to switch to Boy and the Heron at the very last minute. I was like, I don't know why. I'm feeling the Boy and the Heron. I feel like the Oscars are going to be like, let's wait for Beyond. And so I'm like, okay.
I think Beyond's going to get it. I think if Beyond is as good or not better than Across, it's going to get it. 100%. But the only reason I like betrayed Across is because The Boy and the Heron is such a like solid movie to me. And I don't know, there's just something about it that really, I think it's also like my personal experience from last year and like the loss of a mother. So that kind of really hit home. Like I lost my mother-in-law and I went and saw it with my boyfriend, and it was like a really, really interesting experience, and it was almost cathartic. And yeah, it was just, it was a movie that so I'm biased. So there's an experience tied to it that made me really love it and think about it more deeply than Across the Spider-Verse, because Across the Spider-Verse is phenomenal and I connect to it, obviously, like especially on a cultural level, and it was a huge deal. But I don't know.
Saw my mouth from earlier.
I know. See, viste.
No, when you reminded me of that, I'm like, okay.
No, see, Across the Spider-Verse is a good movie, and it's a very complete movie overall. But I think The Boy and the Heron really hit home for me, and to me was definitely like a big, like, that's an Oscar-winning movie. It's just not, the most elaborate way to say it, but.
Also, as someone with no emotional ties to it, I saw Boy and the Heron in theaters twice. I got very emotionally invested in it, and and it's my top. It's in my top 3 Miyazaki films. Like I liked Boy and the Heron that
yeah.
much. So
I love it's one of my favorite films of last year, and I still think about it to this day. And I saw it like 3 months ago, and I still like it. Still comes up in my head because I still it's so thematically rich. I don't know. There's just something that really kind of stayed with me with that movie, and that's why I have it over Across the Spider-Verse in terms of awards here. But I think the next Spider-Verse
I was gonna say
movie
I'll still take Across the
is
Spider-Verse,
for
but
sure.
I like that.
That's fine. That's fine. I got no beef because they're phenomenal. I think they're phenomenal films.
Yeah.
Number one movie
because
of
at the
last
end of the
year.
day, animation is cinema, and I think they're both very deserving.
Well, can I be
Hey,
honest?
the way that
I'm a little. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, real quick, I was just gonna say like the way that like Across had me like damn near in tears just watching Gwen's little backstory, and
Oh,
like, it was like 10 minutes into the
yeah.
movie, and I was about to start crying. Like I really felt for that moment, you know what I mean? And her whole journey as a Spider Woman, and then it's like the movie just started. It was like not even the first act. It was like an
Yeah.
introduction into the film, and it was just like, oh, it just got me.
It's
like,
beautiful.
But go
And
ahead, Leo.
Gwen is one of like it's what makes Across the Spider-Verse a complete movie, even though it's a part 1, which is something that I tend to compare Dune 1 to Across the Spider-Verse part 1 in terms of the concept of splitting a movie in 2 parts and having, telling a story in a part 1 and a part 2, but still having them stand alone on their own. And I feel like Across the Spider-Verse handles that very well and almost a little better than Dune part 1, because Dune, again,
agreed.
At the same time, yes, Dune's an adaptation, but the thing Across the Spider-Verse is able to accomplish is really hard to do, because yes, we don't get to finish Miles' story, but we do complete an arc with Gwen as a character.
Mhm.
So we start and end the movie with Gwen.
Yes.
And that's something that I really respect from Across the Spider-Verse. And when people ask me, why didn't you like Dune Part 1? I always bring it up. And I'm like, if Across the Spider-Verse could do it, why couldn't Dune 1 do it?
Yeah, my thing about the animated category this year is that, listen, I haven't seen Robot Dreams, so maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm kind of confused as to how TMNT didn't make it. Also, Suzume, I'm like, listen, the Academy, we really gotta stop with the anime. We gotta stop with the anime snubs. We gotta stop. Listen, I love Miyazaki. Hi,
Mom.
Hey, Mom.
That's my mom. Hi.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Love you.
Hey. I think we gotta stop with just saying like, okay, anime is just Miyazaki. Like that's basically what the Oscars are. They're like Miyazaki only. There has not been a single anime film outside of Studio Ghibli that has been nominated. I'm like, okay.
And Suzume deserved a nom. Suzume is a phenomenal movie as well. Is it another mommy issues
in
movie?
My top
of
10.
course. But wow, is it so good. It's so good at it. Oh man.
And why did Suzume make me care about a little wooden chair? Like I was like so invested
3-legged chair.
in this
oh my
chair.
God.
Like, I had feels for this thing, man.
I did too. No, it was crazy. The way Suzume had me and my boyfriend, this is the thing. My boyfriend and I went through we did this whole anime movie marathon back in November, and I think it was kind of our way to distract ourselves, but it turned out like a pretty good way to grieve with these stories. And Suzume really hit home too. It's such a good movie, and I didn't know. And correct me if I'm wrong. It's the same director as Your Name and Weathering with You, right?
Yep, correct.
I didn't know that until I finished it. I was like, oh,
how did Your Name miss an Oscar nomination? That's
Your Name
criminal.
Is so
crazy.
Good.
Crazy.
That movie had me absolutely sobbing my eyes out completely. Yeah, they were robbed to bring in the chair to the Oscars.
Yeah. Hey, they didn't even let them. They didn't even let Messi in. That's screwed up.
Messi got in. Messi was there.
Messi got in. They let
Messi come. I was like, because that's stupid to be like, oh, well, Messi's swaying the vote. I'm like, no. come on, they can't love a dog. Like it's a dog. Of course,
Nah,
it's
that's
an
Bradley Cooper
adorable
being
dog.
jealous. I think that's hilarious.
Ooh,
Just somebody,
listen.
you know, I just love, even if it's partially unfounded, I genuinely think the whole like Bradley Cooper film Twitter meme about him, I find it deeply entertaining. Like he's just like this guy who's just so like salivating at the mouth for an Oscar.
Salivating. Now, hold on. I got to ask y'all, did you catch the stunt dedication?
I did.
did
I thought it was
not.
cool, but it's like, make a category already. Like, why y'all want to make all this big, like, showy,
We needed to
like,
see
video?
John Wick.
Because, like,
But
you
yeah,
know what,
they
Lo?
should just...
No, go ahead, Lo.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm done. Go ahead.
It's like, I thought that was going to be some kind of announcement for, like, oh, we're doing a stunt category next year. It's like, perfect. Nope, they just were like,
fun.
Thank you guys for your great stunts. I'm like, that's stupid.
What's crazy
Give 'em
too
a
is like the
category.
fact that they brought up Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin, and cinema started with big stunts and big stars doing these things. Like, all the more
Proving
it's
your
like they
point.
should have created a category. Like why are you building this up? Like, that's very strange.
It's wild.
Lady Aaron, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Lady
I
Aaron.
think we'll be wrapping it up here soon as well. But y'all,
Yeah,
scale 1 to 10. I just want to ask you guys. Let's go around the room. How we feel about this year's Oscars? I know y'all didn't watch the whole thing, but just like from the wins and from the moments you have seen.
Yeah,
how we feeling?
I'm not like a 7.5, just because I didn't want to say anything. I actually was really, really quiet earlier just because I really like Poor Things. So I was really, really quiet about the whole thing. And I'm not saying like Lily didn't deserve it, because I was actually rooting for Lily too. But I love Oppenheimer and I love Poor Things, and they pretty much swept the night together. And I'm at like a 7.5. Like I thought it was fine. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel, but I mean, whatever. I mean, like you said, Leo, maybe we don't need a host. So
right, let's go with another no host year.
no,
Ileana, how'd you feel out of
came out
10?
winning tonight. Lo got a dub, and you know what? I'm happy for you. No, I'm happy for you, man.
I was saying, I didn't want to say anything. I really like Poor Things, and maybe we could talk about it some other time. I just didn't want to like jump in and debate with you about it, but I really like Poor Things. So
no, I honestly I just deeply dislike Poor Things, but I don't hate people who like it. I don't like. I get it. Like, it has something to it. There's an art and there's a craft to it, but thematically didn't hit home for me. I don't know. Just wasn't for me.
And like,
at least you ain't calling Lo a virgin over.
No, I think here's my thing. I almost feel like it's hard. Like, it's hard for me to judge it because I understand your perspective and I understand. I've heard other women talk about Poor Things and how they feel about the portrayal of Emma Stone, and I actually sympathize with that too. But I interpreted it differently, and I don't know if that's just me being a guy or me just not understanding your guys' perspective. So it's really hard. But I connected to Emma Stone's character in a different way. I didn't think she was being like overly showy. I was just fully functionally understanding it, that she had the brain of a child and she acted as a child and matured throughout the film. And that's how I took it. And there's a lot of subtext with the sex stuff that I didn't buy into. I just was buying her portrayal of a child brain growing in 5, whatever, 10, 15
it's more
years.
it's more of a, when you take it more at a more abstract level, like there's something to be really said about it. But something that I really found interesting after I saw it, read this thread and I read up a little bit more on Poor Things, because I was really unfamiliar with the original novel and how the novel went. I haven't read it, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that the novel goes is that the twist at the end, and I'm oversimplifying it, the twist at the end is that this whole story of Bella Baxter is written from the point of view of one of the male characters. What I think was her husband, her abusive husband. And at the end of the book, you get that twist. It's like, well, did we really get to see her story? Or are we just seeing it through a male perspective? And we don't really get that revelation in the movie. We just get that male perspective of her and of this woman, because this woman is seen as a child, as a monster. She's a reanimated monster, quote unquote. But if we're going off the novel here, are we really seeing her story? We're not and I know Emma Stone had a lot of say in her character, so I'm not beefing with Emma Stone. Everyone has their own interpretation and determination of what female liberation and sexual liberation looks like. It's different for everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's one of those things. There's so many little things that I guess it just that makes sense of why I and a lot of other women don't really click with it. It is that, there is such a imposed male perspective on a lot of it thematically that we just don't really connect. But if you get it from that abstract sense of this is actually a child trying to see the world through unbiased and undeterred eyes from the patriarchy, let's say, or from societal norms in general, then yeah, there's something to appreciate there. If we had focused more on that, and I think that would have been really interesting. But there was a lot going on that just didn't really connect with me. And just
what's interesting too, though, is the film kind of gives her a happy ending, which I thought was kind of interesting. It was like a happily ever after kind of, but maybe it's just
it was
not
so
the right
strange
tone.
because she does get a happy ending, but it was so sudden. To me, the ending is a little rushed. I was like, damn, I feel like we could have built up to this a little bit more, but we spent so much time in that first act, and even in that second act with her, let's say, growing up, that we don't really get as much screen time of her being empowered, versus that whole, childish curiosity and being taken advantage of by men,
Yeah.
I feel like we could have gotten more of that, because she does get a happy ending and she does, she could just have her girl boss moment.
Yeah.
But by that point, a lot of us were like, well, it took us a long time to get here.
Yeah. For sure.
That's how I'm sitting with it, honestly.
No, I feel you. And it's funny how we ended up discussing it anyway. But yeah, I didn't want to create a debate over just Poor Things. So
no, I'm not. I don't like fighting over it, because it's still. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie, but it's just not a great movie, or as great of a movie as I really hoped it was. Because I genuinely went in with high expectations. I really did, and I was like, man, I loved this trailer. Every time that trailer came on in IMAX, I loved it. I ate it up. It looked beautiful. And then I saw it. I was like, damn it. Why am I felt like a party pooper. I really did. And then when I noticed the rest of the row of the people that I went with were feeling the same way, I was like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me specifically, but damn, it's one of those things. But yeah, overall, Oscar, it was, I think, Leo, I'm with you. It's another Oscar so white year. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It really is. And not even just for the sake of it. I like the tech wins. I like the animated win. And I love Davine winning, but I don't know, the rest just kind of felt uninspired.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, really brief about Poor Things. It's a weird movie where I just can't even explain why I love it, but I love it. I love every little weird fucking corner of that movie. I love it.
Like production wise, yeah. The production of it, yeah, it's freaky.
Production, action, story, themes. I loved it.
Yeah, it has so many good moving parts about it. It's just I really thematically can't move past all of the, let's say, moral issues or moral panic I have over basically a child being assaulted. It's just I can't really get past that or over that. That's just me.
All right, y'all, we gonna end it there. Out of 10, though, I'm just really gonna quick say out of 10. I think this was a 6 out of 10. Oop.
Oop.
Listen, hated that fucking win.
Get them.
Hated the stunt stuff.
Sour.
Goofy ass year. I'm sorry, goofy.
Nah.
It wasn't 2020, which was a 4 out of 10. But this was just a little goofy. But some stuff. Oppenheimer deserved the win. Christopher Nolan deserved the win. So I'm happy for them. I'm sorry that Emma Stone took the wind out of my sails. But y'all, let's real quick. We're gonna go around, tell the people where they can find you and what you got coming up on your respective channels. Starting with you, Lo.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd at Marcellus Durden. I'm an editor, critic, and reporter for The Cinema Spot. Follow us on all socials at The Cinema Spot and thecinemasspot.com. I am seeing Love Lies Bleeding on Tuesday. I am going to write a review for it, and I'm finishing up my review for Problemista, starring Julio Torres and Tilda Swinton. Julio Torres also wrote and directed Problemista, and right now it's my favorite film of 2024. I'm just overjoyed with how much I liked Problemista, and it was a really heartwarming, hilarious film. Such an awkward brand of humor that Julio Torres presents. He's a writer from SNL, and he's really starting to blossom as a filmmaker, and he's one to watch. So keep an eye out for a review of that and lots of other great reviews at thecinemasspot.com.
Woo.
Go follow Lo, y'all, over at The Cinema Spot.
Yeah.
Got some good reviews coming up. Ileana, what you got coming up?
Lo is working. He's working. You can catch me here at Captain Melendez on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, and here at Geekily Goods Live every Sunday.
Come on back next Sunday, guys. We'll have another live stream. This one is going to be a regular one. We'll be back to the regular format, but y'all can find me on Geekly Goods over here on all social media platforms. And y'all, come on back next Sunday. We're going to be at the same time, the regular time, so 6 p.m. PT. Y'all come on back, and we'll see you next time.